With so much hostility to Israel shoved down our throats from the media, from what we see in protests, from international esteemed organizations, it's important to remember that there's a huge amount of widespread support and hopefulness felt around the world for the people of Israel. And there is a huge amount of solidarity, actually, that sometimes we don't always see. And I wanted to show you this because it's important that we see it and hear it. And this is a clip of, it's actually a voicemail left for Toronto's Rabbi Meir Dubrovsky by a farmer in northern Saskatchewan. It's seemingly very out of the blue, but have a listen because it is just really heartwarming.
Mr. Grabowski, I hope I'm pronouncing that last name correctly. I'm a farmer from north of Regina, Saskatchewan. I see you're going to have a walk today, a Jewish walk in Toronto, and I wish I could be there to support you. We're busy spraying here and farming. I've been donating some money to the Christian Jewish Fellowship Fund over the last year. And I know it's not enough. I know it's not enough, sir. I just wish I could help more. I've known lots of Jewish people in my lifetime, and they've always treated me with such kindness and respect. And I'm so sorry for what you people are going through in that lousy big city. And I'm very sorry for the Israeli captives and all the innocent people that were killed on October 7th. I'm 70 years old. My knees are shot. But God, if there was anything I could do to help over in Israel, I'd jump on a plane in a minute. I love you guys. I wish you all the best. And I had 4 uncles in World War II, sir. One of them didn't come home. Killed in Ortona, Italy, in December 27th, 1943. The other 3 were in the RAF, and they made her home. By some bloody miracle, they made her home. And they did not go over to fight Hitler and to fight Stalin, to fight that hatred, that horrible, horrible hatred. They did not risk their lives and give their lives for that fight, and then have us come home and their grandchildren dealing with this. Anyway, like I said, lots of love here from Saskatchewan. You've got lots of support out here, sir. And if there's ever anything I can do, please let me know.
Yeah, that's the end of the voicemail that was left. And I really wanted to share that with you because so much of the time on JTV, we're debunking the lies. We're trying to share truth and real wisdom and shed light on what's really going on. But sometimes we forget, because we're constantly battling the smears and the nonsense, that actually, just because we're hearing from people with the loudest barks and the elites who may be infiltrated by people that really are hostile to Israel, there's actually, I can assure you of this, widespread support for Israel and the Jewish people around the world. You heard the heartfelt feelings of that man there on the phone, of a farmer in northern Saskatchewan. It's a hard word to say, but it should give us some pause for thought. The Torah, the writings and Psalms and the prophets talk about what's going to happen in the end of days, the times in which the world transforms into a messianic world. And it describes how all the nations of the world turn to the Jewish people and feel honored to be living in a world alongside them, because the Jewish people are conduits for God's light, for his voice to the world. And a lot of people know in their heart of hearts, even, dare I say it, those who are actually hostile to the Jews, because they're so obsessed with the Jewish people, they know deep down that they're going to get their answers. They're going to get the moral direction and leadership from the Jewish people. Sometimes the students will be kicking and screaming in a classroom, but they still know who the teacher is. And we are living in a world today of such moral confusion, such lack of moral leadership, that the world is actually crying out for the Jewish people, who really are the last best hope for mankind. Who else is giving us moral leadership and moral direction? And this is a bit of a rallying cry for the Jewish people, for us to really come into that role. But people like this farmer and so many millions around the world look to the Jewish people as a source of inspiration and a source of hope. And they're rooting for the Jewish people. And it's important that we remember that, because sometimes these voices get drowned out by people with an agenda, by activists, by people who are looking to cause havoc. But remember, and I'm speaking also from experience, most of the time when I'm identified for my Jewishness, it's for positive reasons. I don't believe most of the world would want to consider themselves anti-Semites. Most of the world actually are looking to the Jewish people with hope and with support. I'm Ollie Annisfeld and you're watching JTV.
Hi, thank you so much for watching. To watch another one, click here. To stay up to date with all our content, click here to subscribe. And if you're able to, you can help support JTV to grow and grow by clicking join below this video, where you can become a member and get perks including early access to videos and private live discussions with me. But most of all, you'll be partnering with us on our mission to change the world.